Wow, it poured most of the day. The grass is sopping wet. Really pretty sky now. Look at how pretty that is. Now that it's late in the day, clouds have finally gone away. They went that way. It rained like all night. It rained most of the day. There were flash flood warnings. It's been a bit of a year. I don't know what to do about it, but my feet are soaked already. I probably should put like splash boots on, but I'm not gonna. Hi, ducks. Ducks. So this ought to be fun to walk through. So I'm actually really glad we didn't, because we were going to yesterday. We were going to scrape this out, and I'm really glad we didn't, or this would be swimming in water. Get that out of there. But I'm really glad we didn't. I'm really glad. Whoa, muddy. But I'm very, very, very glad that we decided not to do that. Because if we had scraped all that out, we would now have basically mudland. And I'd rather not have mudland. Chickens, literally everywhere. Chickens everywhere. And a turkey. Yeah, that's what's going on here. There's a chicken over there laying more eggs so she can be broody all over again. Yay. But so things are very mucky, very wet, and it's not usually like this in the fall. Like, I'm just gonna walk this way. I'm just following where Shadowfax's footprints are for the walking, because then I can kind of figure out where I should walk, because he tends to walk where it's less mucky. But I am glad we didn't scrape all this down, because there's so much water under it. It would be like a lake. So I would like it to stop raining. I know we complained all spring about birds. I know we complained all spring about it was so dry, all spring and summer. It was so freaking dry. However, now we're complaining that everything is so wet. It's not usual to get this much water this time of year, but that's what's happening, right? It's just constant. So, not much we can do about it. So we've mostly spent the day wondering if we were going to get a flash flood. Bunnies. So we only have one left in this group for sale. Just that one girl left for sale. Everyone else for keeping. In that group for now. Everyone else already went home. So other than, what did we do beyond managing rain? Nothing. Literally, that whole day was about rain. Like, they were worried about flash flooding. And I know a lot of people are very familiar with flash flooding this year. So we were worried about that, because it just wouldn't stop raining. But at least that's passed. Let's go check on the tomatoes, and then we'll go check on the cute kittens. We had pizza tonight, which I already had pizza, and we have to go candle those eggs, so we'll go inside and do that after we check on the kittens. And then we'll be done for the day, because really, other than your basics, feeding, watering everyone. I didn't have the camera pointed at me. Daisies. Sorry, ADHD. But ADHD moment. But on days when it's just pouring like that, you do your basics, right? You do your checking your animals and making sure everyone has food and everyone had water. You just put the waters outside and they fill up. But mosquitoes. Checking on my tomatoes, seeing if there's anything to grab. Not on that plant. So, other than doing your very basics, you really don't do anything, because it's just too wet. Like, you can't really do anything. What? There's a couple of frogs. But so we didn't really do anything or get anything done because you just can't. Like, there's nothing you're going to be able to do. It's just too wet. And it was pouring. It wasn't a light rain. This grass is really wet. I'm actually glad I didn't put socks on because that would be uncomfortable. No, nothing yet. Let's go check on those kittens, then we'll go inside and candle those eggs. We have quail eggs. We have 2 lines of quail eggs. One we're candling tonight because they go into lockdown next week. The other one we're not candling till next week because they went in at different times. Those are going to be our last batch of birds for the year. I don't even know if those eggs are viable, to be honest, because I wasn't paying attention. Towards the end of the year, we just stopped caring a whole lot. Excuse me, wildfire. But yeah, we just stopped caring a whole lot. Crickets! I hear crickets. And I don't keep that much track. Oh, Gwen is here with her children. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. Oh, sweetie. They're so perfect. I just want to look at this one. I want to see if it's a tortie. Yeah, that's a tortie. That is a tortie. But a dilute tortie. You want your children back? So we have a gray and white, a black and white, and a little dilute tortie. There we go. Ooh, it's hard getting out of here sometimes. She picked a good spot to have them. Someone asked if it was okay to be touching her. It's fine. She is very friendly. She is very proud. Shut that light off so the kittens can have the darkness at night. But yeah, she is very happy with her kittens and she likes to show them off. So she has no problem when I pick them up or give them kisses. She's fine with it. But I do want to go inside and candle those eggs. Then I'm going to take a shower because my feet are a mess. Yeah, it's so mucky. Even on the grass, you can feel the grass squishing. And it was only a couple weeks ago that I was complaining that the grass was crunchy and it was yellow. Now look at this. Look at how thick and lush this is. Like, look at how thick that is. It was dry and crunchy just a couple weeks ago, and now it's like, boom, grass. We actually have really lush grass when it actually rains. I wish it would stop raining. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow. Let's go inside and candle those eggs. All right, we're only candling the inner circle of quail eggs. The outer circle went in a week later. So we have our handy dandy candler. And sometimes I'm asked, I'm going to turn the light off, but sometimes I'm asked, why do I candle in here on my bed? Easiest room to make dark enough. You need fairly dark, devoid of light to see best. So there's a little bit of light coming in, not a ton. Candler. So what we do is we take our egg. What we're looking for is veining and movement, which we have. Yay. I'm not convinced. Oh, that one's good too. That one's good. I am not convinced that the majority, like this one, is not going. But I am not convinced that these are all going to hatch. Yeah, see, we have some that are just not doing a thing. This one's red. That's a baby. I can kind of tell by the weight of them, to be honest. Like, you pick one up, and once you've been doing it a while, you can kind of tell. I'm going to leave gaps just so I know this is the line I'm working on. But you can kind of tell when an egg is developing based on its weight. Right? And you kind of know, like that one obviously started developing and didn't make it. But you can kind of pick them up. Same thing here. Like started, didn't make it. These ones got wet and stuff, so I wasn't really expecting too much. Now, well, let's see if we can catch some movement there. Because he is moving. He's moving. That one's moving. This one's going to be empty, yeah. I knew that. Okay, so out of those eggs, we have 7 developing, which is actually better than I thought. Because they got wet, so about half developing is not bad. Because there are 6 that either blood ringed or didn't develop. And I'm okay with that because these eggs got wet and they were kind of through the ringer, and it just, it is what it is. And that group will go into lockdown a week from now, and then hopefully next weekend we will have baby quail. And the other ring, the outer ring, gets candled in a week. So next week we'll candle the other group, and hopefully there's some development there. But again, we haven't been taking care of these eggs because I don't really care this time of year. A few extra quail, yay. But if not, whatever, it doesn't matter. So I'm not sure of the development on any of that. So we'll see. But otherwise, we now ignore those eggs until next week. And then we lock them down. Probably won't be able to tell how many babies we get for another week and a half. Then we'll see. So that is going to be it for us here today at Andersen Acres. Stay tuned for quail hatching and development of the kittens. Also, I'm hoping we get at least 1 more litter of kittens this fall. I have quite a few people who want kittens and not enough babies. So we'll see. We'll see you tomorrow.